Hey guys, Reef Smart here. Taking another update video for you guys. Today it is 36 out right now in Florida. So yeah, shout out to everybody in the rest of the country that's like snowed in and super cold. Yeah, we're definitely feeling it down here. My heaters have been going like crazy, and yeah, it's pretty cold out. So yeah, we're not used to this. So shout out to the rest of the country that understands the cold. But anyways, back on topic. So I've done a bunch of updates to the aquarium. If you watched my last video, which if you haven't, please watch it, and give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. But in my previous video, I was having a real issue with some type of weird brown algae. It was weird. I haven't seen it before. I've been in this hobby for quite a while, and I have not seen this type of algae before, and especially the way it was growing. So let me just, sorry about the glare there. Fix that. There we go. All right. So let me show you what the tank looks like now, and you can kind of see some of it. So up here on the top, you can see it. It's got bubbles. It's brown. It's gross. It was, if you watched my other videos, there you go. Everywhere. It was growing all over the. We can see if you can kind of see it there. It was growing. It was growing all over the sand. You can kind of see it in there. But this weird algae was literally growing everywhere. It was very bizarre, and it was growing everywhere. So I have it still growing on the overflow. You can kind of see what it looks like. This is what it was growing on. And it was only growing on the glass and the sand. Don't know why. I have and the power heads. So basically it was growing on everything other than the rock, which is weird why it wasn't growing on the rock, but it was literally growing on everything else. Don't know why, but I've done some stuff, and I'm going to show you what I did. And I think I've fixed the issue. It's definitely a lot better. This is 4 days of not wiping the glass down. Previous to this, if I didn't wipe it down every single day, it literally would have another coat of brown algae growing everywhere. And mind you, this tank has been up and running for over 6 months. So it's not a cycle issue. I don't know what the issue was. I have no idea. And I've been in this hobby for over 15 years. So it's not like something I've seen before. It grew extremely fast. It grew a very weird pattern. It was almost like cyno, but algae. It's weird. I don't know if it's some type of cyno something. I've never seen cyno grow on glass, so that's what makes me think it's algae. Cyno I've always seen on sand and on rocks and stuff, but never on glass and never coating the entire tank. So I don't know what it was, and it was like a brownish color. It wasn't even green. I don't know. It was weird. Don't like it. Thank God it's almost gone. And the tank is finally starting to get back to the way it's supposed to. Got my little cap coral growing right here. Got another little frag up here. Got some, see if I can see them. Can't see it. There's green star polyp, like right there, that aren't out. They're not doing all that great. I don't know what that's all about, but they're not in there. And I got my clove polyps right here. They're starting to grow a little bit. So yeah, so anyways, let me show you what I did. So basically, a little tour. All right, so put the light on and turn this light on. All right, so basically what I did was I first got my refugium up and running. So from my other video, you can see basically tees off of my manifold here. Basically comes out through here. Sorry about that. Comes out through there, comes through over here, and then comes out here and into the tank. So then I got my light going, and this has taken off. There's a lot of algae in here. It's growing extremely fast. It's actually pretty incredible how fast it's actually growing. So that makes me feel like that's doing something. So that's number one, first thing to contribute to the fix. Number two was this. I converted my BRS media reactor to a bipolar reactor. Wasn't that hard. I basically just took the container out, took the sponges out, and soaked a whole bunch of biobulbs in water and Mycobacter 7, and then basically threw those in there, and then plumbed it into my manifold, which is here, and then I can control the flow through there, and then I have it running straight into my inlet in my skimmer. So basically as much water as possible is going to get skimmed out, and it seems to be working. There's no skimmate in the I'm sorry, not skimmate. There's no film of anything that seems to be growing in the tank. The skimmer has been going crazy. I did just empty it. Probably should have showed you guys that before I emptied it, but this cup was full after like 2 days, so and you can see it's going crazy. If anybody's actually looking for a small skimmer, small form factor skimmer, this skimmer is actually rated for up to 100 and I think 10 gallons. It's a Curve 5. You guys can see that. Let me just spin this around actually. There you go. And they have a Curve 7, which I'm actually thinking of getting because I love this Curve 5 so much. But I definitely think I need a little bit bigger of a skimmer. Yeah, so that's on the skimmer, and that's working fantastic. I need to actually clean it a little bit better than I did, but so that's hooking up to that. And then the next thing I did is I have this, which is basically phosphate removing media with carbon in a sock, and then under that is ChemiPure Elite. Under that, so there's 2 bags of things going there, and I just so that's the next thing I did, and then on top of that I'm running this, which is now my GFO media reactor. So I haven't got it plumbed in yet, but it's going to come out of here, it's going to move up here, it's going to come through there and come back down again. So all in all, this is my journey of trying to get what weird algae I have going in the tank out. The system seems to be running well, I would say now. It's seeming to go away. Oh, and I also ran the tank for 1 day, complete darkness, and did not feed for 2 days. I don't know if that also helped, but I did all of these things over a matter of a week and a half from my last video to this one. And it's seeming to help. I don't know what specific thing can contribute that's doing the most, but I can say that it is definitely working. So yeah, so that's an update. I do need to clean it all. Yes, in case you're gonna put a comment that I need to clean, I do need to clean, I know. But that's the system as of right now. And I do appreciate all the comments and all of the thumbs up. Let's go back to the tank. There we go. And I also added a couple more pieces of rock too. So I did that as well. But yeah, so that's pretty much all that's updated up with the tank. If you guys have any questions or any other comments, let me know. But hopefully I'm now kind of turned the corner with this whole algae issue, and I can actually start adding corals and getting things added into the tank now, because I was not willing to spend a bunch of money on something that I thought was going to die or could die based upon this algae issue. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and please give me a thumbs up, and I guess I'll catch you on the next update. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.